Hi, you have made a long way to the end of the Focus Workshop. This is the wrap up and also the last chapter for the course. In this chapter, we will run through a recap of everything we just learned. Then, I will show you how to implement everything step by step using what I call the pyramid of focus. As mentioned before, the ability to get focused and stay focused is critical to our success in all areas of life. In our work, career, and business, we need focus to perform at our best. In personal health, self improvement, and day to day relationship, we need focus to contribute at the same time enjoy the abundance we have. Without focus, we can spend tons of time and effort on something, yet not getting any significant result. Focus multiplies the effectiveness of every effort and makes your desired outcomes possible. In the chapter of energy, we learned that our energy is limited. To improve our focus, we need first to master managing our energy. And here are a few techniques to do so. First, use the 25-5 strategy to focus on your top 5 goals. Practice decision minimalism by ruthlessly eliminate, automate, and delegate decision in work and life. Break the habit of multitasking by understanding the differences between urgent and important tasks. Set up the big 3 priority system in personal life, work, and organization. Use the Pomodoro technique to promote focused work and regular breaks. And lastly, improve your sleep to refuel your energy. In the next chapter, we learn about stimulus, and it is something many people overlook. Stimulus is the information or behavioral cue we consume in our day to day life. Again, to improve our focus, we need to manage the stimuli because they affect how we behave directly. Here are some practical ways to do that. First, limit information consumption by focusing on your circles of influence instead your circles of concern. Challenge yourself to go through periods of information fast from time to time. Develop clear, better thinking with any form of brain dumping. A great example of this is daily journaling. Curate and manage a stimulus queue. Use visualization to create mental models for your day. Train your ability to shift attention consciously with meditation. And lastly, predefine routines for stress and boredom to reduce distractions and procrastination. Then, we move to the last element of focus, environment. We first learned that our behavior are shaped by our environment. We became highly alert and strongly tied to instant reward because we were once living in an environment called the immediate return environment for almost 200,000 years. Then in the recent 500 years, we had transitioned into what known as the delayed return environment due to the rapid evolution of the human civilization. It is not easy for our brain to cope with the sudden change of environment. However, here are a few strategies to deal with that effectively. The first method is goal setting. Set both product goals and process goals to gain better clarity on both the reward and the reputation required to get there. Fear setting. Define your fear, then overcome them by thinking about how to prevent them in the first place and how to recover from them if it really happens. Measure your progress ruthlessly so you are constantly motivated and focused on what you have set out to do. And finally, maintain a physical and digital surrounding that makes focus easier. When you learn to manage all the 3 elements of focus, you start working and living in a state of full engagement. In other words, the ability to get focused and stay focused is a skill to juggle our energy, stimulus, and environment. The next question is, where should you start? It can be confusing with all this information, and most people get the answer of these questions wrong. They start by downloading time tracking apps and reading more productivity hacks. To get results quickly and results that last, follow what I call the pyramid of focus. The foundation of focus is always the fundamentals: your sleep, your nutrition, and your environment. Then, the psychology. your mindset, your habits, and your identity. And finally, the tactics, the to-do list apps, the habit tracking sheet, and all kinds of productivity hacks. So, the first step is to improve your energy level and design an environment that makes the process of getting focused and staying focused easier. Then, set clear goals and intention for your work and life. Manage what you consume and what you do. At the same time, implement exercises that train your focus daily. And only when you have your fundamentals and psychology right, implement tactics that maximize their efficiency and effectiveness. And that's the wrap up for the focus workshop. Again, the course won't help if you don't put in the work. Frankly, no book, video, or any course will help without you actually implementing them. I designed this to be short and quick, so you can finish it in a day or at most a week and put them into practice. In fact, the course doesn't end here. You can contact me anytime via my personal email when you have any questions or need any help. That's it for now. Talk soon.